Ayo, back at it again with another video. Thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate it. So, the NFL script for the week one is my prediction for what the script will be. There's already been two games that have been played. So the Ravens Chiefs were Thursday night. Chiefs won 27-20. Eagles won against the Packers in Brazil. So recording this Saturday, September 7th. So two games have already been played. Chiefs won. Taylor Swift was in attendance. Pretty obvious that the Chiefs were going to win. This Eagles Packers one was a little bit closer than I thought it was going to be. I thought the Eagles would run away with it. Eagles still pulled it out, but let's kind of go through the slate of games I think might be for the script. So the ones we have already had. The money line, the public money line, 82% on the Chiefs. Public money line, 78% on the Eagles. So those two, if you ended up taking the money line, I think you did pretty well. Okay, so there's a lot of games going on. We got Steelers Falcons. A lot of people are liking the Falcons money line. We'll look at the totals, but a lot of people are betting on, looks like over the 41.5. So I don't think the Falcons and Steelers is a high scoring game. I honestly think the Falcons win. I think Kirk Cousins in a new environment, I think would generate a lot of storylines. Also the storylines of Russell Wilson or Justin Fields and Steelers dropping week one. I think the script goes to the Falcons in week one. Week one, we got Dolphins and Jags. So everyone is loading up on the Dolphins money line, which makes me think that the Jaguars might have the script. If you look at the Dolphins, they're a Super Bowl contender. And if the Dolphins drop week one to a Jags team who only has 6% of the public money on their money line, that's a story. That's a headline. So a lot of people think the Dolphins are going to win 94% on the money line, but Jags might have the script. I don't know. I think the Dolphins could either run away with it or the Jaguars might squeak it out with a field goal. Got to keep an eye on that. Jags might have the script. Vikings Giants. A lot of people are riding on the Vikings money line, 73%. The Vikings are a favorite on the road, which is very interesting. I'm not really sure on this game. I'm going to go with the Vikings only because the Giants don't really have a whole lot of star power after losing Saquon Barkley. Vikings might have the script week one. A lot of people are loading up on Bears money line, 93%. I think Bears have the script because if you got Caleb Williams, the number one overall draft pick, in Chicago, a city that's hungry for a winning team, I think the Bears have the script week one. You want your number one overall pick to win week one, get off on a good foot, get off on a good start. I think the Bears have the script. Panthers and Saints. This one I'm not quite sure on because a lot of people are loading up on the Saints. But Panthers, there might be a story that, this year Bryce Young could get better. There's a possibility that the Panthers come into the Dome and upset the Saints. However, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm going to roll with the Saints on this one. I'm leaning towards the Saints have the script for week one here. Cardinals Bills. Kyler Murray's back doing his thing. I think the Bills handle business. I think they want to get the Bills off to a hot start. Because if you have Bills win week 1 and Dolphins lose week 1, then the storyline going into week 2 is Bills coming in on a week 1 win, Dolphins looking to get their first win on the board in week 2. Because I think the Bills and Dolphins play week 2. I think the Bills have the money. I think they have the money line, and I think the Bills have the script. Patriots, Bengals. I think the Patriots might be up by half at the half, but I think the Bengals ultimately win. I think there are two options. The Bengals either roll or the Bengals just squeak it out. Either way, I think the Bengals have the script here. It just kind of depends on first half betting, live betting. Texans, Colts. So Bengals have the script. Texans, Colts. I think the Texans do. You get Joe Burrow on a week 1 win. You got CJ Stroud on a week 1 win. I think CJ Stroud has really captivated a lot of football fans. I think the Texans have the script going into week 1. However, you never really know. They might pull a reverse card and collect that 83% money line and give the Colts a tough win. You never know. I think I'm going to go with the Texans on this one. I think the Texans have the script. Broncos, Seahawks. The fact that the Seahawks have 97% of the money line gives me pause, because if you're the betting and if you're the NFL, you want that 97%. You don't want to give it out. I think Broncos, Seahawks is a very real possibility for a Broncos upset. Seahawks, people are loading up on that money line, which gives me pause to think that the Broncos might pull it out. Right now, the Seahawks have the script, but I'm leaning towards the Broncos script. That's just me. Raiders, Chargers. I think the Chargers have the script because you have Harbaugh at the helm. You got Herbert. I think the Chargers have the money line. I think the NFL wants the Chargers off to a week 1 win. There's a lot of buzz around Harbaugh, and there's not a whole lot of buzz around the Raiders. I don't even know who the Raiders head coach is. I don't even know who the Raiders starting quarterback is. I think the Chargers have the script. Cowboys, Browns. The Cowboys are a very good regular season team and a very terrible postseason team. I think the Cowboys get off to a week 1 win. I think the Cowboys have the script. We are in Cleveland. Deshaun Watson versus Dak Prescott. I think the Cowboys have the script week 1. These next two are upsets, in my opinion. Commanders, 4% of the money line. Everyone is loading up on Buccaneers. There's a very real possibility that the Buccaneers have the script, but I'm leaning towards Commanders. Either the Buccaneers roll or the Commanders eke out a tough win. Rams, Lions. I think the Rams get revenge. I really do. I think the Rams have the script. Lions upset the Chiefs week 1 last year. I think the Rams and Matthew Stafford go into Detroit and pull off the upset. The storyline is Stafford comes back, gets revenge in Detroit. I think that's the play, because if you look at the money line, everyone is loading up on the Lions. The Lions upset last year, week 1. I think there will be another upset week 1. I think the Rams pull it off. Matthew Stafford gets revenge for that playoff game last year. Lions ended up winning it. I think the Rams come out with the win. Everyone's loading up on the money line, which makes me have some pause and to think the Rams might have the script. Jets, 49ers. I think the 49ers roll here. I think if you're the NFL, I think you want the 49ers to do good week 1. Aaron Rodgers is back. There's a lot of buzz. I think it's a close game, but I think the 49ers pull it out. Ravens, Chiefs. Chiefs won. Taylor Swift was in attendance. Chiefs obviously had the script. Packers, Eagles was a little bit more unclear, but it was leaning towards the Eagles. So, Chiefs had the script. Eagles had the script. My predictions are Falcons, Jags, Vikings, Bears. I'm going to go Saints, Bills, Bengals, Texans, Broncos, Chargers, Cowboys, Commanders, Rams, 2 major upsets, and 49ers. I really think the Rams have the script. I really do. So we'll see. I'll post this tonight. Most of the games are tomorrow, but we'll see how well this video ages, whether it ages like fine wine or it ages like really moldy cheese. So just my take on the script for week 1. All right, I'll see you on the next video. Deuces.